All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome back, my Capricorns. So this reading, because yellow is one of the chattiest colors, and yellow is a color of the sun, and yellow is a color that's associated kind of like with the clarity. This reading, the story is intended to be like what's something is being illuminated, what's something where we're gaining clarity on it. So let's see where this one takes us, shall we? Where there is clarity, where once perhaps there was not clarity. We have the 10 of Wands and we have the Ace of Swords. So we are starting out with someone is having a sudden breakthrough when it comes to, you notice how he's wearing the coat that looks like the galaxy, and his head is the nautilus shell, and he holds the key that unlocks all of that knowledge. But it's knowledge that is like ingrained within us from the universe. We could talk about it being our divine purpose. This is us taking obstacles and turning them into something more positive. She's burdened by things, but it turns out these are flowers. We have this ability, this character anyway, is they're completing a difficult journey, a difficult phase of, burdens that they've carried on their back, and they're becoming aware that, oh my God, I was burdened. And maybe even making things that should have been positive into negatives and becoming burdened by things that I shouldn't have even seen as a burden. This could be someone who is blowing a lot of things out of proportion, and they're just now being aware of that. This is somebody who could have been like, every time you try to do something nice for them, they're like, oh, you don't think I can do it on my own? And you're like, well, no, I just cared about you. I wanted to do something nice for you. Like, they might have taken a lot of things wrong, and they're just now realizing, I did that. I totally did that. There's something here about seeing things through a totally different lens now. We have a star in the reverse, that they missed an opportunity because they were pushing something beautiful away. But they were pushing something beautiful away because they kept thinking that it was either not going to last or that there was an ulterior motive. They would look for the negative in a positive, whoever this person was. So they sabotaged something, but they know it now. There's some kind of an awareness that's coming in. Wow. And now, okay, so we go from, okay, I'm aware that I may have sabotaged something. I'm aware that I missed out on a great opportunity with that star card. Now they go into, and now I'm super stressed about this part of it. I don't know if they reacted in a way that pushed somebody away, and now a lot of people know about this. They could be stressed out. Like say a whole family knows that somebody rejected an individual, and it's like that person that rejected this person, their whole family is like, well, that was rude, that so-and-so was a catch and you pushed them away. They seem to be stressed about what other people are thinking of them. Stressed because not only do they know that they pushed away a good thing, they also are realizing that other people know that they did that. We have a Page of Swords. We have a Six of Wands in the reverse, but we have an Ace of Pentacles. So the big clarity here is that someone is aware that they took something beautiful and they insisted on finding negativity in it, and that made them put an ending to something that they actually really wanted. So they took a gift from the universe and basically made sure that they put return to sender on it. And now they're really stressed out about that, especially because this person, you notice how someone has graduated. It's interesting because both of these carry the same kind of energy to me. We have the key to unlock all this knowledge. We're able to look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, oh my God, why did I act like that? Same thing. This person has gained some kind of knowledge. Maybe they read a bunch of self-help books. Maybe there's something about them that they've gained wisdom and knowledge. And again, just like that star card, we have, I always call this the wish puffer, but we have somebody holding on to this wish that is kind of like scattering into the wind now. They're realizing this. They may be, yes, this can be a card where they also are looking more closely at you. Maybe they see something that you post online. Maybe they observe your behavior, and it becomes very, very, very clear that they pushed away a real gift in their life. They basically scattered it. That is still their wish. They're still holding on to it, but it's basically sifting through their hands even now. This person does have hand over heart. It almost like, oh my God, this hurts. I can't believe I did this. There's an element here where it's like their reward for graduating this particular lesson is that they actually feel like, I want to say that, like a mule kick of this you were what I wanted. And I basically insisted that there's no way this would last, so I don't want it, or they pushed it away, or they kept saying, no, this is all I see is burdens. And it's like, why did you take a beautiful gift and then like basically deconstruct it and rip it to ribbons and be like, oh yeah, I know somebody gave me this awesome sweater, but I just unraveled the whole thing. Now I have this hunk of yarn laying there. Why did I do that? If that was an amazing sweater, I should have worn the sweater, but instead they were like, oh yeah, somebody gave me this amazing sweater as like a pity gift or something. It's like this person viewed whatever was given to them as, I don't know why they thought they were being mocked, or they didn't think it was real. Whatever it was, they rejected a genuine gift. And in doing so, now they realize that that's what they did. So this person does not feel awesome right now. This Six of Wands in the reverse, this sucks. This is somebody who's aware and embarrassed. And that's what happens. Like when we step up to our next level of understanding, I think lots of times we reflect back on our previous behavior with embarrassment, because it's like, why did it take me this long to figure this out? I mean, because this person does not feel heroic. They do not feel like they are easily moving forward because they see their behavior and it's embarrassing. So do we still want a new beginning? Well, of course. And this person is going to have a new beginning because they've matured, because they figured something out. This is all about, talk about a clarity reading. This is kind of like the harsh truth that somebody's realizing about themselves. They are solely responsible in this storyline for their own actions. And their actions are stressing them out. When they reflect on who they were, what they did, they're embarrassed. We all have moments like that in life, right? If we don't, then I would argue maybe we're not growing enough. Because if we can't look back at ourselves and be like, oh my God, I seriously am embarrassed about that thing that I did, or the way I used to talk, or the way I used to think. To me, we're always going to be growing, and we're always going to realize that something about our previous behavior is not who we are today. I think that's a hallmark of growth, but that's just me talking. But I feel like that's kind of what we see here. I mean, that's why I'm saying it that way. So this person now, are they ready for a new beginning? Yes. Anytime we have new growth, which is what we see with this plant, right? This plant has come up against all odds through the edge of like a very dense chunk of rock. And yet here it is, almost ready to unfurl, kind of like, what you call it? The, like fronds of a palm that are ready to unfurl. This is representing not just new growth in like a literal sense, but the unfurling of someone's like psyche, the way they can think more clearly. They can think in a like more in-depth, more sophisticated manner. Even we see a lot of potential here. And this is really nice. So this person is, even in their ability to be more humble and to say, I can't believe I acted like that, that is also showing us that there's a part of their heart that's opening up and unfurling. That's how I interpret that. This is actually, I would say, really, really great storyline. So what does that mean in this story then? This isn't going to be a particularly long one today. I'm doing just I wanted to do this series of reads this week. I was going to start them yesterday, but my lungs weren't ready for it. So excuse me. Anytime my asthma gets going, I have to kind of back off for a day or two. So we've got a 2 of Cups in the reverse. We have a 10 of Cups in the reverse. We have a 7 of Swords in the upright. We have the Lovers in the reverse. And, we do have the 6 of Pentacles in the upright, but it really looks like this behavior, it brought, cause and effect here, right? That kind of behavior made someone walk away from them. You may have viewed them as a twin flame, and then it's like, whoa, this is not happy at all. So I'm content to go into, I'm stepping away from this person. I just did Sagittarius, and they had a twin flame energy too. Actually, it's a real, this card is coming up a lot, no matter what deck I use. It seems to be coming up right now. But we have we have the other individual involved in this. So say this is the Capricorn saying, we're in separation because this does not feel comfortable. I don't want to be treated this way. This did not make me happy. It really felt like a whole lot of the Seven of Swords. I mean, this is like, I feel like you were lying to me. You were lying to yourself. You ran off. I hope I didn't say that was Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, it's Seven of Swords. I mean, clearly it's swords, right? But sorry, that just triggered my brain. I was like, did I say that right when I said it out loud? This is all kinds of obstacles that exist now because it's like, I don't know what's real. You acted like you didn't want me before. You sabotaged this really solidly. And so I didn't think you wanted me, but now you're saying you want to transform this. This could have even been that the other individual thought, because the serpent looks like Kundalini energy, but it also talks about like shedding an old skin. It talks about, making a significant change. And the Lover's card is a card of choice. So it's like this person had the choice to be with me or not. We were a perfect mirror for each other, but unfortunately we were like mirroring the shadow side versus the lighter side. And obviously I was like more the lighter side and you were trapped in the shadow side, and that needed to change. But instead, maybe you were just chasing me around for that Kundalini, that, sensual energy. This might've been somebody that was like, you had intimacy with them and it was great, but then they sabotaged it really badly after that. Which is why it's like, look, I kind of think you're a liar right now, because if you were just chasing me around for passion, but not for anything more than that, that's what you showed to me. Like, that's what this kind of looks like. It's like you didn't have long-term success and happiness in mind with me. You ran from this. And now I kind of think you maybe lied about the whole thing. And it was only about passion. And I don't have passion for you anymore because of that. And that's understandable. But that final card is the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Remember, this person seems to want to unfurl a lot of areas of their life, meaning their heart. And like I said, their sophistication, their ability to communicate differently, their ability to look at things differently. This person is, I would say, embarrassed of their former behavior. With this other collection of cards, no wonder they're actually feeling a lot of stress about how other people view them, because they might have looked like pretty, I'm going to say pretty selfish, like a kind of a little picky, like I want what I want. And then I'm going to still cast this away and act like it's nothing. It's not a thing. Well, now they want to give equally to this. Now they actually are realizing they have a lot of explaining to do. I feel like whoever is on the receiving end of this person, it's like, I have boundaries up. I'm not about to like deal with somebody who lies. And remember, this person was lying to themselves. That's what all this clarity has been about. This person was not being honest with themselves. That's what the problem was. So the Capricorn basically hit the nail on the head when they said, what do you mean? You were just a liar. They don't know how right they are in saying that. This person was lying to themselves, though. The Capricorn might be saying, look, you lied to me. You were only in it for the passion. You weren't really a twin flame to me. You couldn't have been, because you wouldn't have treated me that way. You were just a liar. And instead it's like, well, they were a liar, but it might have been in a whole different way in this storyline. They were lying to themselves, which is a major thing to have to figure out. In this story, this person has figured this out, which is why they're feeling embarrassed of themselves and quite stressed out over all this. So let me just go one last time to talk about that Six of Pentacles, and then we'll wrap this up. We've got a Five of Wands, the Three of Swords, and then the Three of Wands. So if they're going to try to basically make things right, they're going to be met with they're going to really have to think about how they approach this, right? Five of Wands is about struggles. It's about overthinking things. It's about trying to figure out how to talk, how to explain things. And yeah, I think leading with the acknowledgement that they know they hurt somebody, And that person didn't know why. Like, if this is Capricorn saying, well, you broke my heart and I my blindfold on because I don't even know why you did that. I have no idea why you behaved that way. This person has a lot of explaining to do before we can start talking about, like, let me show you how different things could be in the future. And no matter what, this could still be that the Capricorn is saying, yeah, no, this is what happened, and I'm just moving on in my future to meet somebody else who's going to give equally to me. But in this story, anytime I see the Six of Pentacles, it's two people that might sit down at the table and have an equal give and take conversation, to hash things out, to talk about it, to lay it out, to understand it from all perspectives, to analyze it, to really get to the heart of the matter, which is brokenhearted. And this person, this one who was like lying to themselves, they too, I'm sure, had some kind of broken hearted energy. Because I mean, that's what humans are, right? We're dented tin cans, and then on accident we go out and we hurt other people until we become self-aware enough to realize, oh my gosh, I sabotaged that. I need to go back and fix that, and I need to not do that anymore. So we're getting to the heart of the matter. I mean, certainly with the Three of Swords, because that is a heartbreak. We are getting to the heart of the matter here. And that's the only way that we really can heal and then move forward. Whether we move forward together or apart, that all depends on, how we feel about this situation after this sitting down at the table and hashing it all out and analyzing it and getting to the heart of it. But we do have future. I always look at this Three of Wands as wonderful. This is our ships are coming in. This is freedom. At minimum, it could be freedom from the hurt that was caused. And it could be, at minimum, the individual who's embarrassed of their behavior, they can finally kind of try to set things right and behave differently from here on out. But at best, I suppose this could also be a fresh start for the two of them. Anyway, that's what I have. As always, Capricorns, these are only stories. I'm not a psychic. I don't pretend to be. None of these are ever real. They are just food for thought, entertainment, storytelling. So if you enjoy it, awesome. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have your beautiful energy. Thank you guys for your awesome messages. I do read everybody's comments. Thank you guys for being here. Anyway, lots of love, you guys. Hi, Susan. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, Susan, I'm thrilled. And I'm glad that you got your prize. I'd forgotten you were one of the winners a while back, huh? Andy, hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. It is my pleasure. Thank you for popping by. And hi, Donald. Thank you for all the beautiful emojis. Oh, you got some Scorpio in your chart, huh? Awesome. The consultant. Yes, I didn't get to put out any videos yesterday because I had to rest my lungs. So today I'm putting out the ones that I would have yesterday. So yeah, I feel better today. So hi, Sandy. Good to see you, sweetheart. All right. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for being with me.